Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In the previous video, we learned the basics of crocheting, like how to slip knot, chaining, and single crochet. In today's video, we are going to be learning how to double crochet, which is very similar to single crochet. Now, I also recommend to get some kind of beginner's crochet set. This is the one I got off Amazon, and it just makes crocheting, especially if you're a beginner, a lot easier since it comes with lots of hooks and different colors of yarn. Now, for the double crochet, we're just going to start very similar to the single crochet. We're going to make a slip knot and we're just going to chain 15. So here I have my chain of 15. Now, one thing for the double crochet is instead of inserting our hook into the second stitch, we're going to be inserting it into the third stitch. So that will be the first stitch, there's a second, and there's a third. So with our hook, we're just going to yarn over and insert it into the third stitch from the hook. Then we're going to yarn over again and pull it through the stitch. Now you'll notice that we will have 3 pieces of yarn on our hook. We're just going to yarn over and pull through the first 2. Now we'll have 2 pieces of yarn, and we'll just yarn over and pull through the last 2. So again, we're just going to work into our next stitch. We're going to yarn over and insert it into the next stitch. Yarn over, pull it through the stitch. And now we'll have 3 pieces of yarn, and then we'll yarn over and pull it through the first 2. Yarn over, pull it through the last 2. We're just going to yarn over, put it into the next stitch, yarn over, pull it through the stitch, yarn over, pull it through the first 2 pieces of yarn, and then yarn over and pull it through the last 2 pieces of yarn. This is what our double crochet is starting to look like. It is a little wider than the single crochet, but I'm just going to keep repeating the steps. I'm going to yarn over, put it through the stitch, yarn over again, pull it through, yarn over, pull it through the first 2, yarn over, pull it through the last 2. I'm just going to go ahead and continue to crochet down the chain. Feel free to keep watching, or if you understand and get the hang of it, you can just fast forward. But double crochet is very similar to single crochet. Now, the biggest difference between the single crochet and the double crochet is when you're doing the double crochet, before you insert your hook into the next stitch, you have to yarn over once, which gives you that 3 pieces of yarn on your hook after you pull the yarn through the stitch. And because of that, you're basically yarning over, pulling it through 2 pieces of yarn, and then you have to yarn over and pull through another 2 pieces of yarn. So you basically have to do that twice. But in my opinion, I prefer doing the double crochet. It's more fun because when it comes to crocheting, it's a lot more therapeutic to me when I'm like repeating the patterns that I'm doing over and over again. But as I'm finishing up my double crochet, just don't forget to do a double crochet in the very last stitch. A lot of people tend to forget that. But anyways, this is what your double crochet should look like. It is wider than the single crochet, and I think it looks very neat and it is very fun to do. These stitches are basically the crochets that you've done, and if you want to just continue double crocheting like a second row and just go up, it's no different than the single crochet. So for the double crochet, at the very end, you're just going to chain 2. For the single crochet, you chain 1, but for this one, you're chaining 2. And then you're going to flip your work around and you'll be stitching into the V's on the very top, just like the single crochet. Now it is also important which stitch you put your hook in, because you chain 2, you're going to be putting it into like the 3rd stitch, so that's the 2nd. Oh, you'll just yarn over, insert your hook into the 3rd stitch, yarn over, pull it through, yarn over, pull it through the first 2 pieces of yarn, yarn over, pull it through the next 2 pieces of yarn, yarn over, insert it into the stitch. So it's very similar to how you were crocheting for the double crochet in the first round, but this time you're just doing it a second round. So instead of inserting a hook into chains, you'll be inserting into stitches, like the V's on the very top. Again, very simple. I'm just going to continue working down the row. Feel free to fast forward if you understand and you know what you're doing. Now this is what a finished 2 rows of double crochet looks like. I hope you guys found this video to be very helpful. I had a lot of fun making this video, and leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you!